Welcome to the New York State Fair.
In this video,
that's a lot of meat.
We're taking on an all-out heart attack challenge at the New York State Fair.
My understanding is that you can get this in a 12-inch version. Is that correct?
Yes.
But first, let's back up.
The New York State Fair.
The New York State Fair started back in 1841. In fact, it's the very first state fair to spring up in the USA.
The New York State Fair is not in New York City. If it was, that would be a complete travel nightmare, maybe a travel Armageddon. The State Fair of New York is in Syracuse, and that's where we are right now.
This video is the first in a series documenting state fair food from here all the way to the Midwest, then finally ending on the West Coast in Washington.
After this, I'm gonna need a defibrillator to keep my heart going. Oh my gosh.
Today, it's all about pure indulgence.
Take a look at that.
Unearthing the most over-the-top decadent.
Do I need good health insurance if I eat here?
Fried.
Whoa.
Greasy.
I'm not sure how confident I am.
Blasphemous creations that these local vendors have dreamed of. This heart attack tour begins right here at PORKY'S Pork Palace.
For me, it's all about heart-stopping food. Have I come to the right place?
You've definitely come to the right place.
For the last 30 years, this place has produced nothing but hits. Their journey started with brisket, pulled pork, and smoked turkey legs. Now their menu has evolved to this, a reinvention of an American classic, translating the concept of a banana split into the language of barbecue. This is the BBQ Split, and it all starts with the meat, smoked right here on premises.
This was built by another company. It takes about a year to build one.
For the whole trailer, what is the capacity?
1,500 pounds of meat.
That's wild.
A traditional banana split doesn't exactly require a smoker. Let me explain. The inspiration for today's far-out fair food typically comes with a few scoops of ice cream, chocolate syrup, whipped cream, cherries on top, and of course, a freshly split banana on the sides. Here at the Pork Palace, the bananas have been replaced with my favorite fruit, pork ribs. The ribs are smothered in barbecue seasonings, then smoked for 12 hours until they're tender and delicious. Time to build our savory dessert. Everything starts right here with the typical banana split boat. Step 1, pile on some brisket. Step 2, some pulled pork. Wow, that's a lot of meat. Pork ribs, one on each side, just like you would do with the banana. Little barbecue wash on top. From here, this is really what makes it a split. A big scoop of mashed potatoes. A big scoop of coleslaw. Instead of cherries, we've got cherry tomatoes. A little bit more barbecue on top, and this masterpiece is finished. This costs $22. A very expensive fair food item, but I can see why it costs so much. There is so much meat. Let's just start with this. We've got potatoes right here. Delicious barbecue sauce, nice, smooth, velvety. I'm gonna get some potato and some brisket together. It's so juicy, it's smoky, it's succulent. And it's nice when you mix it with some mashed potato too. Just hit it with some coleslaw. There's nothing more American than this dish right here. I mean, they took something that's already bad for you, which is a banana split, and then they made a meat version of it. That's wild. Alas, we have the rib. Okay, hold on. No more coleslaw. Alas, we have the ribs right here. These are looking super tender and delicious. Take a look at that. Wow. Cheers. As far as heart attack tours go, this thing is just full of delicious, sizzling, succulent animal fats just waiting to clog your arteries. There's one thing missing from here. If you're truly trying to give yourself a heart condition, you need to have fried food. And that's what we're gonna be trying next. Fried food at a state fair is a no-brainer. Anything dropped in a vat of oil just becomes better. But for Jim, it's not just about that liquid gold. It's all about...
It's all in the batter.
I'm here with owner of Fried Specialties, Jim. How you doing?
Nice.
How did you get started with this concept?
Well, I've been deep frying for like 30 years. I campground, I stopped out. I used to just deep fry every single thing. 15 years ago, we built a trailer and I decided to bring it to the fairs.
Here, over the last 30 years, they've developed over 40 different questionable fried creations.
Do I need good health insurance if I eat here?
This is perfect for you. It's fat-free grease we use.
Okay.
You're all good.
That's a relief, actually, because I thought it might be unhealthy. Okay.
No.
We're gonna see the prep for 3 different foods, starting with the Nutter Butter. It's a cracker with a little bit of peanut butter inside. Step 1, take a handful of them and put them in the batter. Once it's completely enveloped in batter, it hits the fryer. In the meantime, they're just soaking up all those healthy oils. Finally, after a couple minutes, we're taking it out. From here, a lot of bit of powdered sugar. This is a cookie I used to eat in my childhood. I haven't had it in 20 years though, mostly because I live in Asia. Oh, wow. That's really good. The physical properties of this cookie have changed completely. The bread has kind of become soggy and the peanut butter has melted. I can't believe it. He's really nailed the batter because this is not dry at all. It's just creamy, peanut buttery, smooth, and delicious. I'm on number 2 already. Oh man, oh, this is gonna be a problem. I have no breaks when it comes to fair food. Here's the thing, this is food number 1. We're trying 2 more. Let's keep moving. For our next fried food, we're doing a fried Pop-Tart. There are a few different flavor options. We have frosted chocolate fudge, brown cinnamon sugar, and frosted strawberry. My all-time favorite Pop-Tart is the brown sugar and cinnamon. That's what we're doing today. Step 1, grab your Pop-Tarts, rip it open, and return back to the batter. Thorough dipping, completely coated in batter, and they're put in the oil. Deep fried Pop-Tarts. This looks awesome. Alas, they're finally ready to be taken out. From here, each one is cut in half. Hit it with a little bit of glaze. Oh my God. And then some powdered sugar too. Oh my God. This man is a visionary. I thought he was insane, like clinically, but no, this is delicious. If you give this to somebody, they wouldn't even guess it was a Pop-Tart. It's flaky, crispy, crunchy batter on the outside. It's soft and creamy on the inside. What a cool invention. And the fact that you could do this with every flavor of Pop-Tart, I'm gonna have to come back and try those as well. But for now, I'm missing a little bit of meat. So next, I'm gonna be trying his Twix wrapped in bacon. That's also fried. It starts with the Twix. Put some fluff on top. This will be an adhesive for that bacon. It's like a sweet, delicious glue. Wrap it in 2 strips of bacon. Next, it gets dredged in flour. From here, it's going into the batter, the same batter as every other creation here, and then it plunges into the fryer. After a couple minutes, the Twix are coming out of the fryer. Take a look at that. Hit it with some powdered sugar, a little bit of chocolate, and bacon bits. Where else are you gonna find stuff like this than in the freaking USA? So we've got bacon on the outside and bacon on the inside too. Shut the front door. Just a wonderful mixture of textures. It's chocolatey, it's peanut buttery. The bacon he's putting on is already grilled, but it actually becomes crunchy even though it's frying underneath the dough. That's wild. This is not health food. This is what we work out all year for. This is why we stay disciplined in midsummer. So at the end of summer, we can just let it all go.
After eating a bacon-wrapped Twix, I'm beginning to wonder, what can't Jim fry up? Well, he's invited me to find out, challenging me to select any fair item from any vendor for him to batter and fry.
After this, I'm gonna need a defibrillator to keep my heart going. Oh my gosh.
But before that, we're headed to our next location.
Right behind me, it's known as the Tiki Turtle, and their slogan is not your average place. They have a deep fried Reuben, they have deep fried mac and cheese, but what I'm here for is the pig and potato parfait. Now, what is a parfait? It's layers of flavor. It's usually strawberries, yogurt, blueberries, some oatmeal layered up. This is layers of flavor, but there is no fruit involved. We're gonna go into the kitchen now and see how it's made. It all starts with the parfait cup. That gets a douse of barbecue on the edges, a layer of pulled pork. Then we've got mashed potato going in next, and even more barbecue. More pork, a little bit more mash, and then barbecue sauce on top of that. From here, bacon bits, a cherry tomato on top, and a pretzel sticking out. That looks incredible. The price, $12. Not bad, because this is about maybe 2 pounds of food. So I don't know if you're like me, I don't measure my food in calories or normal portions. I measure it in pounds. The cherry tomato, I don't want to eat it. I already ate a tomato today, and that's my limit for the day. We got barbecue and bacon bits. Smooth mashed potatoes. Nice chewy bacon bits and sweet and tangy barbecue. That's great and everything, but I want to work my way down to this meat. Right here we have a load of pulled pork and some potato behind it. That is a good pulled pork. It's wet, it's juicy, it's succulent, it's meaty, it's everything you want in pulled pork. Well lubed up with barbecue sauce and potato. Oh my God, so speaking of heart attack foods, this is up there. It's so simple, yet so pure. It's ingredients that you're familiar with, rearranged and stacked in an unfamiliar way to give you a whole new experience. This is location number 3. We have a lot more to see today. Let's keep moving.
The New York State Fair is a 13-day extravaganza packed with entertainment, education, and technology that highlights agricultural development. Over 900,000 people attend what is New York's largest annual event, coming here to play games, interact with animals, go on rides, and of course, chow down on some heavy-duty food. Food you can't find outside this fair, like a lethal dose of mac and cheese and lobster. But before that, a daring dessert innovation.
After all that savory food, I am ready now for something sweet. Introducing
just inside the dairy barn, Milky Bun offers a huge variety of ice cream flavors and candy toppings put on here for their mind-bending cotton candy burrito.
Here they're not using a tortilla, they're using another ingredient cotton candy. Already the sugar has been inserted inside the machine. Scientifically, nobody has any idea how these machines work. They just do. The next move is to tamp down the cotton candy, making it flat. This is our tortilla. Montana suggested doing cotton candy ice cream. Yes, cotton candy ice cream inside of cotton candy. Is it gonna be too much cotton candy? Absolutely. Fruity Pebbles, let's get some of that. We got a nice tight roll, then cut it in half. And now it's time for the big reveal. Ooh, $6. That's one of the most affordable fair foods I've ever seen in my life. Oh boy, I don't know about that. This is a little bit of a mess. Oh my God, it's good, but that is cotton candy overload. Oh God, what do I do with this? Look at this burrito, it's melting before my eyes. It's too humid for this.
Messy.
It's a messy one.
Right?
And low calorie. Oh, you can almost stretch it out with between the ice cream and that sticky, sweet cotton candy. Oh, this is what the experience is supposed to be like. Look at that one. That one is real nice. It's creating a brilliant insulation right now, the cotton candy. Look at these colors. Nothing in nature looks like this. And if it does, it's probably venomous or poisonous and it could kill you. That is dessert. I'm ready to go back to some more meat. Let's keep moving. Right now I'm with Ashley at Elm Street Tacos. A pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Elm Street Tacos. Are these tacos a nightmare?
They're tacos to die for.
Ah.
Their specialties feature classic tacos with flavors inspired from South Texas. But I've come here for their signature Naughty Taco, filled with their very own titillating braised pork creation.
Got the kick of guajillos, chipotle, habaneros, jalapenos, but then it's got mangoes, pineapple. So you get that little kick, but you also have the sweet that goes along with it.
My understanding is that you can get this in a 12-inch version. Is that correct?
Yes.
We are now in the kitchen. We're gonna get started with this taco. It all starts with a 12-inch flour tortilla. Let's get into it. First, it's gonna get a little bit of a dip in some consomme. Throw it on the flat top and let it hang out. This is mozzarella. Here we have a braised pork that looks absolutely delicious. Then onions and cilantro hit it next. Plenty of pineapple and mango on there too. Give it a little bit of flip. That is what makes it technically a taco. Finally, it is complete. We're gonna put it onto the plate and keep it in one piece. Here we go. Little bowl of consomme on the side, a couple lime wedges, and our taco is complete. Now, it's looking a little bit quesadilla-y to me, but if you claim it's a taco, then let's see if it will taco. You gotta be quick with this one. It's getting a little soggy on the bottom and it's a wee bit flexible. It's so wet. I like that it's spicy, but there's like no salt. It's not very flavorful, which I'd like a little bit more punch. But the flavor of the meat that's inside of here is incredible. Oh, Lord. Take a peek behind the curtain. I mean, this is a beautiful mess. Ruthless, irresponsible piles of ingredients. But the question remains, is this a taco or is it a quesadilla? You guys let me know in the comments downstairs, down below.
Our next food is a beloved but destructive culinary creation, where the iconic mac and cheese meets decadent lobster meat, all at a surprisingly affordable price.
I think the one thing that separates us from the 50 or 100 other vendors here is we have some of the cheaper prices at the fair. And at our stand, you can get a handful of things for $20, whereas some of those other stands, you might be looking at one item.
This fun fair food can be found at longtime vendor Jimmy B's. While they offer an array of fried delights, their best-selling items are various types of mac and cheese. Their mac and cheese options are just getting started with the lobster, but you can also entangle your taste buds with their buffalo mac and cheese, topped with chicken and buffalo sauce. Then there's the hot Cheetos mac and cheese, or even a bacon mac and cheese, generously adorned with a small mountain of bacon bits. Let's start with the lobster.
This stall is huge. They have a main kitchen, but right now I'm in the side kind of assembly kitchen where the mac and cheese and the lobster come together. Already prepared. We've got the noodles, we've got the cheese, looking steamy and delicious. From here, the lobster gets a big old scoopful, dumps that on top, he forks it. This place is known for being super affordable, but what about the quality? Let's find out. Cheers. It's sweet, tastes a little bit like mock crab. I'm not saying it is mock crab, it just tastes a little bit like that. It's really nice flavor. From here, I'm gonna fold in some of that mac and cheese. We don't want this to cool down too much because it's gonna get almost pasty. Oh, that's actually really good. The lobster is a nice pairing. I mean, the noodles, they're thick, creamy, cheesy, buttery, and then the lobster is just rich and sweet on top of that. It's a nice partner. Oh, it's good. I find the noodle to be a little bit mushy. Not necessarily my preference, but that's actually how folks in most parts of the USA make macaroni and cheese, especially when they oven bake it. I grew up in a trailer, so I like the mac and cheese that comes in a blue box. That's just what I'm used to. But for most normal Americans, especially the upper crust, they enjoy this.
Right now, I'm still on the lookout for a fair food that will soon be battered and fried by Jim at Fried Specialties. But before that, we're heading to Tommy C for a sweet treat that'll spark your joy even faster than your insulin.
Right now I'm in the kitchen of our next location. There is a lot of action here.
Burgers, french fries, and grilled meat are just a few of their best-selling items. But I'm here for their award-winning dessert that involves deep frying a cinnamon bun injected with caramel sauce.
Right here we have Josh, master of the buns. Step one, dip the whole bun inside of some batter. Put it on a plate and then rush over to the fryer and plop it in. Oh my God, we almost missed that. No, it's all good. I have never seen this type of preparation. Look, around the world, people love fried breads, but a fried cinnamon bun is next level. Once it looks like it could kill you, take it out. And we're gonna race back to our prep station. From here, it finds its home in this container, and the build can be, oh my, hold on, what just happened there?
I'm making the infusion.
So he did an injection, but it is, he put some caramel sauce inside. From here, a smear of peanut butter. This is already looking quite decadent. Now some powdered sugar gets dumped on, Heath crumble, and mini Reese's Pieces. This looks decadent, over the top, and like it could possibly kill a toddler. Let's eat it. Josh molested my dessert. What was that about? He just stuck his finger in there. So it is injected with a little bit of Josh. Oh, little peanut butter, some Reese's Pieces, little sweet crunchy bits. I cannot wait to try this out. Here we go. The frying is nice because once in a while you'll get a cinnamon roll that's not quite moist, and so it makes it moist, it makes it crunchy, like delicious fried bread, but with cinnamon and frosting in there too. The only thing I haven't done is try that injected bits. I just got married recently. This would have been a way better wedding cake. This thing's awesome. A crowd pleaser for sure. Thank you, Josh. Josh knows his way around a bun. Josh has been more intimate with this bun than I have.
Finally, our long-awaited moment has arrived. After 7 different locations, 10 different foods, and roaming around the fair all day, I found the perfect contender for our deep fry challenge.
I want to do something kind of easy that I've never seen fried before. Here at West End, they're selling $1 hot dogs. I'm going to get a hot dog for $1, and then he's going to bring it to the next level. Let's go. I'm back in the kitchen with Jim. I've got the hot dog here. Let's see what happens when you deep fry a hot dog. Step one, unwrap the dog. It seems thin and narrow. Then you realize it only costs $1. Dredge the whole thing in flour, submerge it completely in batter, and then that whole hot dog is going in the fryer. Wow, that is a monstrosity. Just a big log of batter. We're gonna chop the dog in half, get a nice cross section there. Jim, you've outdone yourself.
Thank you.
This is the final food for today. After this, I'm gonna need a defibrillator to keep my heart going. Oh my gosh. He saw the hot dog and he's like, that's it? I think he wanted me to bring like a towering burger or I don't know, a lobster roll. But the hot dog, it's fried. You see the layers, there's meat, there's bread, and then the breading on the outside. It looks really cool. Let's try it out. That's really good. Man, for $1, that's a delicious sausage in there. And the outside, it's almost like cakey. It's kind of a semi-sweet, super delicious batter. I'm gonna hit it with some mustard. Oh yeah. This is the most American moment ever. Eating a hot dog that has been fried. Oh man, the bun is just pillowy, soft. It's like this perfect wrapper. After putting on more batter and frying it, it's just absolutely delicious, I gotta say. He knocked it out of the ballpark with this one.
If you love Indian food, then you're gonna love our new channel, Best Ever Food India. Subscribe now for weekly videos showcasing the most unique street food from around the country.
Josh, thank you for fingering my dessert. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. As always, folks, remember, don't inhale and eat powdered sugar at the same time. You will pass away. It's called the white lung. It's how my grandpa died. It's so crunchy. Can I help you?
I talked to you earlier about it. I was just wondering if that's a cinnamon roll.
It is.
How much? So I can't find the price.
$9.
9.
This is the best bite. Do you guys do that too? Do you guys eat the whole crust and then save the inside part for last? Because people who do that are more successful in life. It's like the marshmallow test. It's science. That comes straight from nature. Adam and Eve used to be able to pick these off of trees back in the day. After a day full of eating, it's time to go on some rides and throw it all up. Then I can start over again tomorrow. Just kidding, I don't recommend that. Legally, I need to say that. People are bringing their A game here at New York. People are coming hard with new innovations and crazy foods that will actually stop your heart. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this first video in a long series of state fair fun across the country. This is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. All right. Let's go on a ride.